For this spring yoga practice, we will start lying on our backs. So make your way over to your mat and lie down. You can have the knees bent or the legs extended. And for this practice today, we'll start really softly and sweetly and slowly build into a energizing vinyasa yoga practice. Like the spring awakening, all of the buds unfurling and all of the animals and the birds coming to life again. So just start to breathe in and out through the nose. Focusing on the breath, bringing yourself into the present. And really this time of year is nature's new year. So it might feel like a more appropriate time to set goals and intentions than maybe you did in January. We've got all this new energy of spring with us, and we can use it to really set those goals and also let go of what is no longer serving us. Now is a good time to shed anything that is not serving you. So for your intention today, I invite you to think of something that you would either like to let go of through this physical movement, or maybe something new that you would like to bring in, like a nature's New Year resolution. A few more deep breaths here with whatever intention you've set today. And then you can take the arms wide apart, just expanding the body outwards and swaying the knees from side to side. You can take the feet quite wide apart to open up through the hips as well. Breathing nice and deeply. And then turning your head from side to side, if that feels good. And like we're coming out of hibernation, stretch your arms back behind you, point your toes down away from you like a yawn for the whole body. And then bringing it back down, crossing your right ankle over your left knee for a figure of four stretch. If this is enough for you, stay here. Otherwise, wrap your hands through behind your left shin and flex the right foot to feel that stretch in your right hip. A couple of nice deep breaths here in the stretch. Placing your left foot down, keep your legs in the figure of four position. Going to lift up into a bridge here. So challenge is to keep the hips square as you continue to open the right knee out in that figure of four shape. And then if you've got the balance, you can extend your arms back behind you, maybe even lift onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. We'll do that 2 more times, breathing in to rise up with the arms, reach the hips to the sky, and exhale to roll down 1 vertebra at a time through the spine. And 1 more time with your breath, inhaling to come up. Stretch those hips out and exhale, release. Now bringing the arms out to a T shape, drop the figure of four shape over to the left side for a gorgeous twist through the spine. This feels amazing, especially when you really press that right knee up towards the ceiling or the sky. Breathe down into the space where you feel the twist. Use this twist to help you release any energy, any thoughts, any patterns that are not serving you. Breathe in and exhale, release into the center, uncross the legs, just give them a little sway from side to side again. And then create that figure of four like we did on the other side, left leg over right this time. And now going for that bind around the front of the right shin. And just taking a few nice deep breaths in and out. Feeling that stretch. Keep flexing the left foot and pressing the left knee away from you. And then release the right foot down. We'll take those bridges again like we did on the other side. First of all, just lifting the hips. Really open out that figure of four shape with the left knee. Flex the toes. Reach the arms back behind you if you like to add that variation. And then with an exhale, come all the way down. A couple more times with your breath. Use the strength of the glutes and the back body to lift you. And then articulate one vertebra at a time, coming down. And one more time with your inhale, come up. And with your exhale, release. Beautiful. And now take both legs over to your right side. Find that twist in the other direction. Maybe hearing any little pops and cracks in the spine. Lifting your left knee towards the ceiling. Breathing down into that twist. And then slowly coming into the center, taking the hands behind the knees, begin to rock and roll up to your seated position, rolling through the spine. Feel this movement, massaging your spine and awakening the body, bringing energy. Use your core to support you through this movement. And then land in a boat position. Knees can be bent or even toes down on the mat, or you can go for that extended full boat variation. Maybe even reaching your arms up, leaning back, finding your breath here. Hold it, keep breathing. Fire up that core, draw it towards your spine. And come out on an exhale. Give yourself a hug. Thank yourself for showing up today on the mat. Thank your body for working for you today. Nice. And now we'll make our way around onto the knees into a tabletop position. So taking the hands underneath the shoulders. And then as you inhale, opening up the front of the body. Look up. And exhale, round the back. Press the floor away. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. A couple more with your own breath. Inhaling. Really stretch the chest, opening like some kind of animal waking up in the morning, stretching out the whole body, the spine. And then taking your right foot out to the right outside edge of the mat, taking your left leg along. So your left foot, your right knee, and your right hand are in a line, coming to this side plank variation, reaching your left arm up. And then really press the floor away with your right hand. Extend the left leg, the left arm, making a stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Keep lifting your hips high. Feel the stretch through the whole body. Maybe even bring it into a back bend here, expansive, opening. Breathe in and exhale, come up. Now see if you can lift the left leg high. Reach it long. Exhale, crunch, right elbow to left knee. A few more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Get that core working, getting your balance. Couple more. Extend. And now you're going to pulse your left leg up and down with control. Engage through the glutes. A few more breaths here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And nice and strong through the back of that left leg. And release. Come back to the center. Come into a child's pose. Round out the back. Deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, coming up, ready for the other side, I'll turn around so you can see what I'm doing. So this time, left foot turns to the outside edge of the mat. Right leg goes back behind you. Find your side plank position. Reach the right arm towards the sky. Lift the hips high. Find your balance. Engage those obliques, the side muscles, up away from the floor. Breathe in. And then reach it up and over. Create that nice arc shape all the way from your right fingers to your right toes. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. We'll take those little crunches. Exhale, elbow to knee. Couple more. One more time. Extend, reach, and then pulse that right leg up and down. Engage through the glute. Breathe. Hug your belly towards your spine. And then coming all the way into the center, we'll just stretch out the wrists now, bringing the backs of the hands to the mat, sitting back onto your heels. And then flip the palms the other way. Stretch the wrists away from you. And then bring the hands shoulder width apart, step back to your plank position. We'll just rock back and forth in the plank, firing up that core even more. And then lift the right leg, extend it back behind you, and exhale, knee to nose. Lift it long, exhale, knee to nose. With the breath, inhale long, exhale, knee to nose. Long, knee to nose. And then from here, scoop your right leg behind you, tap the right foot down on the outside of the mat, and then lift up into your wild thing, expanding the whole front of the body, pressing the floor away, finding that beautiful arc shape, back bend. Left leg stays strong and straight. Inhale, exhale, release into the center. We'll take that all on the other side, really building that heat now. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. A few more times. And one more. Reach it long, come over to the side of that right foot, tap your left toes down on the outside of the mat and reach back with your left arm. Press the floor away. Find that arc shape, that back bend, squeeze the glutes towards the sky. Wild thing. Press down through your fingers, breathe in. Exhale, windmill over, and this time we'll come all the way back to downward facing dog. You can give your wrist a little roll out in the downward dog, one at a time. And then the ankles, waking up the whole body. Take a few nice full rounds of breath in your downward dog. And then from here, looking between the hands, begin to walk towards the top edge of the mat. Coming into a forward fold, you can bend the knees as much as you need to bring the belly to the thighs. And then sway the body, hang the body heavy over the legs. Keep that contact of the belly on the thighs. And bring your left fingers underneath your face. Find a flat back position first of all, and then bend the left knee as much as it wants to. Reach up and out with the right arm. Finding a twist here again, really feeling that rinsing feeling from the center of the body. Feel that stretch all the way down the outside of the straightened leg. Full breath in. And exhale, release into the center. Other side, find that length through the spine. And then open up, bend the right knee, look up at the left thumb if that feels okay on your neck. Breathing into the space where you feel the twist. Another deep inhale. And exhale to release into the center. And then slowly from your forward fold, you can begin to round and roll up to standing. Nice. And we'll roll the shoulders a few times. And taking a few sun A's just to warm up the body, moving into our Vinyasa, our sun salutations. Take a full inhale and a long exhale. And then as you breathe in, reach your hands out and up, look to your thumbs. Exhale and fold into the legs. Breathe in, take a halfway lift, fingertips to the shins. Lower the hands, step back to plank. Full breath in plank. Exhale, lower, first of all through knees, chest and chin. Open up that chest. And then curl it forward to cobra. And exhale to press it back to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and a long exhale. Maybe come back to any intention or any thought that you had at the start of the class about what you would like to let go of, what is no longer serving you. Let it all go here. Let it all go from the body. And then look between the hands, take 2 giant steps or a walk to the top edge of the mat. And then lengthen through the spine, rise up to standing, reach into the fingers. And exhale, hands to the heart. Nice, full breath in, long exhale. We'll add a little bit more heat now. Reach out and up. Exhale and fold. Breathe into halfway lift. And then plant the hands. Float back to chaturanga. Press into the hands, lift upward facing dog. Press it back to downward dog. 1 full round of breath here. And then looking between the hands, option to walk or float to the top edge of the mat. Breathe in to rise up through a flat back, reach into the fingers. And exhale as you lower the hands to the heart. Full breath in. Long exhale out. We'll do that again. Of course, option to take a modified chaturanga if that's what you need today. Halfway lift as you inhale. Bring it back. Inhale up. Upward dog. And then exhale back to downward dog. Full inhale. Long exhale. And then once again looking forward, landing lightly at the top of the mat, bowing into the legs, and then rising up to standing. Reach up, exhale, hands to the heart. Nice full inhale, nice slow, smooth, controlled exhale. And from here, we'll challenge our balance a little bit. So first of all, just opening up the chest, interlacing the fingers behind you. And then rising onto the balls of the feet. Hug your rib cage in so it's not flaring out. Really finding that opening in the chest. Gaze ahead of you to keep your balance. And then you can sit down into a chair position. See if you can do this without lowering the heels. Reach the arms up. Inhale. On an exhale, rise back up. See if you can keep the heels lifted. Exhale, chair pose. Sit a little lower this time. Lift up. And sit down again. Now interlace the fingers. Bow the body forward in a straight line. So like a flat back here. Lift up in your chair position. Exhale, bow in the chair. Inhale, lift. One more time. Bow, really challenging those toes. Lift and extend up towards the sky. See if you can still stay on the balls of the feet. And then bow forward into a forward fold on the balls of the feet. And then you can lower one heel and the other, stretching out the backs of the legs. Very nice. And then bringing the fingertips down, just step back on the left foot into a low lunge. Stretching out those hips. Breathing nice and deeply. And then you can walk the right foot out to the side. Press the right knee out. Feel that stretch through your lower back. And then from here, see if you can walk the hands around. Maybe you can reach for your left thigh or your left calf and find a nice heart opener here. You could even try taking a variation where you press higher into that right foot. Just really be playful here. And then bringing the left hand out to the side, take a side stretch in your low lunge. Press the hips out towards the right side. And then bring it all the way around, taking that side stretch on the other side. Exploring all four corners of this lunge. And then coming back to center, step it back to plank and take your flow, inhaling. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, back to downward dog. Full breath in. Long exhale out. And again, sigh the air out. Breathe in, reach the left leg high. Bring it forward, step it between the hands, take your right knee down. Just find that sweet low lunge on this side. Open up the hips and the hamstrings. Breathe in and exhale. Step and fold at the top of the mat. Breathing in to rise up. Reach up and lower the hands to the heart. We'll do that on the other side. Hands come out and up. Exhale and fold. Breathe into halfway lift. Lower the fingertips, step back on the right foot this time, finding your low lunge on the other side. And then heel toe the left foot out to the outer edge of the mat and press the knee outwards. Feel that stretch through your lower back, your piriformis, your hip. Such a great stretch, this one. And then bring it into the center, the foot into the center. See if you see where you can find the right hand on the leg, maybe the thigh, maybe the calf, finding that opening, side bend, back bend. Maybe you can extend and lower. Breathe in, and then walk the right hand to your right side. Take that side stretch in the lunge. And then flow it all the way over to the other side. Reach your right arm overhead. Breathe in and exhale, bring it over to the front of the mat. Step back to plank. Full breath in. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Up to upward dog. And exhale back to downward dog. Nice full breath in. Exhale through the nose. Lift your right leg high. Bring it forward. Step it between the hands. Find your low lunge on the other side. Breathe in, look up. And exhale, step and fold at the top of the mat. Rise up through a flat back. Reach into the fingers. And lower the hands to the heart. Nice. Adding even more in now. Breathe in, out and up. And then rise onto the balls of the feet. Come down into a halfway squat or a chair pose. You can take the arms out in front of you. Just find your balance here. See if you can sit a little lower. Nice. Find that strength. Lift halfway. Come down. Lift halfway. Come down, so strengthening for the knees and the feet. And rise back up. Exhale and fold into the legs. So nice. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lower the fingertips, step back. On the left foot, we'll take warrior one. So the left toes point out to a 30-degree angle. Right knee is bent. Rise up with strength to warrior one. Reach up into the fingers. Stretch out through the back heel. Feel that strength. Feel your left knee hugging up towards your thigh. Strong breath here, gazing up. See the prayer with your hands. Breathing in again. Exhale, open up to your warrior two position. Arms out in a nice wide T shape. We can straighten that front leg, get a little different stretch. Bend the knee. And then from here, taking your gaze ahead of you to the right top corner of the mat. Float off the back foot and balance up into half moon, stretching your left arm up towards the sky. You can try this pose with a block under your hand if you've never done it before, if you're struggling to balance. You can look up to your left fingers. And then from here, step back with grace to your warrior two. Again, breathe in. And exhale as you windmill the arms, step back to plank. Full breath in here. Take your chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathe in. Exhale, look forward. Hop forward to the top edge of the mat. And rise up through a flat back. Lower the hands to the heart. And we'll take that on the other side. I will turn around so you can see me. Breathing in, lift the arms, sit down into your Utkatasana chair position. Option to be on the balls of the feet again. We won't stay here quite as long as we did last time. Breathe in, squat lower, and then fold into the legs, straighten the legs. From here, step back on the right foot. Come to your warrior one feet, so right heel is down, toes out at an angle, rise up, reach up, look to the fingers. Find that strength and balance, hug your belly towards your spine. Full breath in. And exhale, open up to your warrior two, adjust that back foot as you need to, sit nice and low in the warrior two. And then gazing towards that top left edge of the mat, lifting up onto that front foot, placing the left fingers down where you can reach, and reaching up and out with the right arm and the right foot, lifting them high, trying to fit your whole body between two panes of glass, making a nice straight line with all the joints stacked. Breathe. Steady the breath, steady the mind. And then step back into your warrior two position. Exhale, windmill the arms, chaturanga, upward dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a nice juicy breath in and then sigh the air out. From this downward facing dog, we'll step the left foot forward into a lizard position. So bring it to the outside edge of the mat. And then you can just start by rocking back and forth. Turn your right foot out to the side and then see if you can come down from there into a skandasana, a side lunge. So really finding that position that works for you, for your hips, for your knees, for your ankles. Flex your right toes if you can. You might need to be halfway up like this. Just find a place where you can still breathe. A couple of breaths here. And then coming back around to your lizard. If it's accessible to you, come down to your elbows. Otherwise, stay up on your hands. You can bring the back knee down. A few nice slow breaths here, just slowing down. Feeling that stretch come into the lower back, into the hips. And then you can walk your way up onto the hands and step your right foot forward, ready to switch sides. Left leg goes back, come to that lizard position the other way, and then swivel around for your skandasana on the other side. It might be different on this side, so just work with those differences. A few breaths here, flexing those left toes if you can. And then come back around into your lizard lunge, hands or elbows down on the mat. And then you can lower your back knee. Just feel this amazing stretch on this side. Nice, and then walking your way out, just bring your back knee around. I am going to offer headstand, Shirshasana, as this is an intermediate flow and we've really fired up the core today. If you've never practiced headstand before, then please be careful, maybe try it against a wall and only go as far as feels comfortable for you. You can also just take the headstand prep that I'm going to show you, and if you want to come up into full headstand today, go for it, but if you don't, then that's totally okay. You could also just take legs up the wall if you are enjoying a more gentle practice today. So starting in a forearm plank, down on the forearms, just rock back and forth, just to make sure we've really engaged through that core and the shoulders even more. Hug your belly towards your spine. Already in the plank, try and take as much of the weight out of your toes as you can. So see if you could even rock back and forth on just the big toes. A few more breaths here. And then bring it down. You're going to bring your elbows to shoulder width distance apart. Interlace the fingers. Tuck your little pinky finger on the inside so that your little fingers aren't crossed. And then you're going to place the back of your head, so the crown of your head, into that cup that you're making with the hands, and really wrap the wrists and the forearms around the head. And then from here, see if you can bring your hips as high as you can over your shoulders. This is the prep. So if you have never done it before and you want to just practice walking back and forth, and you can do that, you want to make sure that as little weight as possible is in your head. Most of the weight is in your forearms. And then as you come into this tuck shape with the toes down, you'll start to feel maybe that the weight is lifting into the arms and out of the feet. And then you can bring in one knee and then the other and take a tuck position. If this is enough for you, stay here. Just practice balancing here until you can do it for at least 10 breaths. And if you want to try extending the legs, you can extend one leg, hold a stag position, and then the other leg. Keep pressing down through those elbows. Keep breathing. And come out with as much control as you can. And then take a child's pose. Just give the body a little rock from side to side. And then you can make your way around to lying on your back if you're not already. Come down to the floor. Just take a few nice deep breaths. You can sway the knees from side to side. And then come into a nice bridge position just to stretch out the front of the body. And then making your way into a twist, bringing the knees over towards the right, breathing into that space where you feel the twist. And then coming slowly over to the other side. Breathing here. Feeling all this fresh energy spreading through your body. And then from there you can make your way into the center. Take your feet out as wide as the mat, the arms down by your sides. And allow yourself to drop into relaxation, savasana. I will bring you out, so don't worry about the time. Stay here resting in stillness for at least 2 minutes. Now you can wiggle your fingers and toes, turn your head from side to side, and then stretch the body out along the floor. And then release down by your side, make your way over to one side. And from there, compress yourself up to a sideways position, a seated position. And make your way to a tall spine. Take a few deep breaths here. Now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, bow your head. Thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this spring flow and you're feeling really energized and positive about this new season. Let me know if you enjoyed it down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you have the most beautiful day. I'll see you very soon.